What's the best tent for camping? I was scrolling on TikTok, and a lot of the results are these fancy tents, big tents, 10 people tents, expensive tents. But I'd like to talk about is one from Walmart that I have. I paid $30. It's a one person backpacking tent from Ozark Trail. I'm gonna set it up here, show you what it looks like. All right, so camp comes with 6 stakes. They had their own bag, but somehow I misplaced it. And then comes in this relatively small carrier. I'm 6 foot, so for size. Tent rolls up around the support arms. I'm going to flip this around. Hopefully you can tell what I'm doing while I set it up, and yeah, we'll go from there. I want to set up here where the ground is soft enough to put my stakes in. And relatively close to the campfire over there. So it folds up into thirds. Rainfly folds up with it. Ground is relatively soft here, so I don't need a mallet. I can push most of them in by hand, might have to step on it. Of course, as soon as I say that, I hit a rock. Alrighty, so I got the stakes in. Now there are 2 support poles, the gray and the red. They just snap together like this. And then one side here has a gray tag, and on the other side it's red. So you match the poles up according to the color. Take the little pin, plug it in. Next pole, same thing on the other side. Take it, bend the pole, hook it on the other pin, the same side as the red goes both on my side, the gray will both go on that side, and it creates kind of like a rainbow shaped arch. Then again, you've got these gray tabs. I don't know if you can see me, I'm kind of on the edge of the tent. Gray one hooks onto the gray pole, the red one hooks on red. Part way up, there's a hook that hooks onto both. Kicked my pole off the pin. Alright, put it back on. Since I'm on video, apparently it doesn't want to stay. Generally speaking, I hook this where the two silver parts are, where the poles bend apart or together. It may need adjusted till everything's hooked up, but that's where I try to keep it. And again, on this side, another hook. All right, so that's the main structure of the tent. Let me grab the fly here. There's a little hook here, goes each place a stake went into the ground, you can hook the fly to either the loop or the stake itself. Alrighty, and there we have a tent. So, doors on this side, but yeah, it's set up. And real quick, yeah, let me show you the inside. So, you've got your ringing flies here, 2 zippers. The one comes kinda, I'm not good at doing this one-handed. Alright, so that one comes up around, had to pause for a second to get it open. And the other one slides across the bottom. Once you're inside, it very comfortably sleeps one person. I usually take the mats that I have on my bed in the van out and throw them down for a little extra comfort. And then once you're inside, I can sit up. My head hits the roof, kind of, but there is room to sit in here. And then inside the tent, if I close the door part way, there's a window, so you can have that open with the door shut to keep bugs out if you wish. So yeah, pretty good tent. So a few more thoughts here while I'm not setting up the tent. I've camped out in a thunderstorm. I've been in it in the rain. It didn't leak. I didn't put any extra coating on it. I just used it how it came from the store that night. I did find a spider get into it one night. I don't know if I didn't have the zippers quite right, but that's the only time I've had a problem with bugs. And yeah, it's been comfortable. The airflow through there is decent, so even on the warm nights it's good. And if you get cold, you just pile on more layers. So I've been really happy with it. Had it for a couple weeks now. And unless I was going to go backpacking where I needed something that would fit in my backpack and be light, I don't know that it's worth spending more money for a fancier tent. The only thing I could think of would be an issue of weight, where if I wanted the lightest tent possible to have as little weight as possible in my backpack, then maybe I'd change. So yeah, I'd say this is the best tent for the money for the average one of us just using it to sleep, camping out weekends, whatever, or a short hiking trip. I wouldn't pay more money.